Hello guys, this is Raj, and in the today's video I will solve your doubt. That is, many times I have seen in my comment section, sometimes also, that some people mention that you are talking about this method and you are talking about steps and you are talking about what doesn't come to my mind and many more things you have talked about. But what is the real truth? What is the real truth, that so that I can set in my mind that how long it will take me to become fluent in English? It's the obvious questions that is coming inside the mind of every English learner. So as we are working on something, so we are always expecting that something as well we will get in future, right? That's why we are working, that's why we are getting motivation for doing some particular work, and that's why we are working on that rigorously. We are doing hard work, but if we do not know what is the result and how long it will take to become, so what is the use of that? What is the use of just going blindly in some pathways just by told by someone? So I think this answer that is very common, this answer, the questions that you are asking, that is very common, because many people are asking the same questions to like all these people who are actually talking about this kind of things, like this kind of making this kind of videos. So actually I'm going to reveal in this video that how long is actually taking for to becoming a fluent in this language, because it is a very important thing to know about this, right? So that you can work on that according to that, and you can put your efforts apart from other activities that you do. So first of all, understand that what is the truth behind English speaking. Truth means I'm talking about that what is the truth of English language. So first of all, you have to understand that truth means something that is really existing in the world, right? So I can say that one thing, in India also we are considering that if you are speaking English, that means you are considered as a like a good people, you are considered as a intelligent people, and English is associated with so much as like emotions and all, because emotions means what, like if you are making mistakes, you are bothering about it, you are thinking that what did I do, it should not be there, I should speak correct English, I should speak perfect English, and people are laughing at me if I am speaking broken English or something like that. So these are the mindset that people have in India mostly, because people think English is associated with so much respect and all, and obviously some extent to that level it is true. So like a moreover, I can say that apart from a language, it is also considered as a skill as well as also nowadays, because if you talk about any language, it could be Hindi, it could be Bengali, it could be Malayalam, it could be Telugu, whatever language it is not considered with a intelligence and all something like that. It is considered as it's a language. If you stay in the culture, if you stay in the environment, you will actually speak all these things. So similarly in English, it is also there. One thing that you have to understand, in case of English, you have to put your efforts, you have to make your mind correct, so that you can actually learn this language easily, right? So I think what actually the question is obviously coming, that what is actually making us fluent. So like you have bunch of different option, you have bunch of different things to do, because in YouTube you have seen that so many people are talking about so many things, right? But what actually is actually helping any particular person to become fluent in English, that is, I think mostly the thing is that guidance. Now if you are like a searching here and there videos will only help you to guide you, because action should be come from your side, action is yours. The one thing that is, each and every video maker who are making videos on English communication, they are guiding you, they are giving you the pathways. So you are watching those and you are understanding this, in this way they developed, in this way they are telling me to work on that, and then we are working on that. So I think before believing on any fact, let actually also you have to check all these things, whether this particular person is telling truth or not. Only then go and check all these things, because it is going to help you a lot into sustaining in that process for the long run. I think it's very important, you should be doing that, otherwise you'll be falling in the trap, right? So I think it's better to actually analyze all these things, and as I mentioned, that what is actually making us fluent, that is your speaking, actually that is your listening. The more you listen, the more you will be exploring all these things, more you will be getting knowledge about that. I think speaking, the more you will be spending time with English, that will make you, in a short I can say that the more you will be spending your time with English speaking, I think, or English means not only English speaking, like reading, it could be listening and all these things, the more quick you will become fluent, right? Now I hope that you have understood all these things in a clear crystal manner. Now let me give you one thing. So let me ask you one thing, because many of you are actually waiting for that answer, that yes, how long actually it will take me to become fluent in English. So I'm going to reveal this answer in this portion, because it is very the thing that you have to understand very well. First of all, what is actually depending on that? First of all, you have to understand that how long it will take to become fluent in English. It depends on your English habits. Now I'm going to take you one example so that you can understand it clearly as a voter, right? So the like an example could be like a, now one side we have a job holder and another side we have a student, right? So when a job holder, for like, let's take example of this job holder. Now if your job is related to like English and you have recently joined a multinational company where you have the culture of speaking English, you have the culture of doing all these activities in English, means I'm talking about mail drafting, writing something and talking to your boss, taking decision and all these things. If it is completely in English, maybe 70 or 80% of your work is related to English, so I think it's very beneficial for you. And on the another side we have student. If the student is doing all these things like doing his studies in English, means doing all these activities in English and talking in English with his friends and trying to actually recall all those studies in English, and I can say that listen his like his subjects, whatever subjects he is studying, if he is listening it is English, if he is understanding it is in English also, and he's writing in English, so I think for him it's very beneficial. So now I have taken both these two options, both these two examples where they are in the actually English habits, means they are doing unconsciously all these things in English, means listening, speaking and reading for job holder, for student, right? So they are unconsciously doing all these things in English, so they do not have to put the conscious efforts that yes, I have to speak, finding some time for speaking, finding some time for listening. No, they are doing, because their culture, their job, their studies in like that, so they are doing, they are exposing more and more in the English. The more and more you will explore in the field of English, you will quickly become fluent in English, because it will take you to from this level to this level, and it's very obvious things. Now might be you have the like argument with me that I do not have the such kind of environment, so what I do? Yes, you have to find out some time for yourself. You have to, in a day, if I'm assuming that out of 24 hours, 8 hours for sleeping, 2 hours for like traveling, taking baths, taking dinner, lunch, whatever it is, so I'm assuming that 10 hours is subtracted from 24 hours, right? Remaining hours, like it's still I'm assuming that out of the remaining 14 hours, if you are actually finding 2 hours for your English, also it will be beneficial for you. For you might be it will take a little longer to become fluent English, because you are just only giving 2 hours of yours for English speaking. Instead of that, you can say that other people who is doing job in the English like MNCs, they are giving all the time in English, right? So that's a good beneficial for him. But here you are just only giving just like a little bit of your time, but at least give 2 hours for doing all these activities, so that quickly you can absorb the English. And now the obvious answer could be that it can take 6 months, it can take 1 year, sometimes it can take more than 1 year. So answer depends on your English culture. English culture means I'm not talking about any particular Western culture, I'm talking about listening, reading habit, how you are exposing in English, right? So I hope that you got these points what I'm talking about here in this video, that about English culture. The more you will be exposing in the field of English, the quicker you will become fluent in English. You have to do all these things in English. Now whenever you are searching any particular videos, search it in English. That is going to help you, that is going to give you the habit of doing all these things in English. So I think I'm not going to tell you some solution to do that. Solutions part will be like I will tell you in another video. Like I'm telling you the truth, that how long it will take. It is not the thing that in 21 days you will become fluent. Don't believe on such like advertisements. No one can do that. If your background, if you are coming from like a nothing in English, I'm talking about, if you haven't exposed, then do not expect that like how much you will pay, you will not become fluent in 21 days. So it requires certain times, right? At least 6 months it will take to become, at least to have a basic English conversation. I think if you are dedicatedly giving your time 2 hours, yes, I can say that 6 months you can see a like a good result within you, and you can see that how amazingly you are talking with other people, how you were and how you are. Obviously changes will be there, but do it for the long term so that you can get valuable information out of it, you can get knowledge out of it. I think English communication is all about very wonderful thing where you are getting friends. I always consider that when I am talking with you, that means you are my friends. You, each and every one of you are my friends, right? Each and every one of you are touching my heart. That's why I'm making videos, I'm getting motivation. So that's why I'm making videos, and I'm telling you the truth, the genuine things that you are actually getting from my side. So it is taking time, so believe on yourself, work on that, and expose on the field of English. So I think 4 months or 5 months later you will see a sustainable growth within you in English, or 6 months might be taken. But if you are not practicing suppose today you started, next day you stopped, again started, I think maybe it will take longer time. It will take more than 6 months, even more than 1 year as well as also. So I hope that you got the answer of everything that you have inside in your mind. All these questions answers is very clear to you. So I think it should be clear. That's why I made this video, and I hope that you found this video wonderful. Please share it with your friends. Please actually like this video so that I can get more motivation to make videos for you guys. And that's all for today's video, guys, and I hope that you found this video wonderful. And so till then, take care and bye bye.